since these guys on TV, they making this crazy amount of money, but it's never like that. It never was like that. So when I fought Ricky Burns in Scotland and won my first title, I come back home and I got to fight Gamboa. I'm thinking they're going to pay me like $1 million.
Yeah.
Nah. So I'm like, what? You know, I just fought this dude. I just went over there.
You remember what the purse was?
It was like 500,000.
For champion?
Yeah. So I was just like, okay. You know, because that's the type of person that I am. I believe in myself.
Sorry for Terrence's actions. His actions led to the WBC decide something.
Terence Crawford just made the most dangerous move of his entire career. He isn't just calling out the WBC, he's taking them to court. Crawford has officially filed a $50 million lawsuit against the World Boxing Council, accusing them of corruption, favoritism, and financial exploitation. The same organization that once crowned him champion.
Mauricio, you know, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am?
It all started when Crawford refused to pay sanctioning fees for his title defenses. What began as a simple disagreement over paperwork has exploded into a legal war. That's shaking the entire sport. And the reactions? Explosive. Errol Spence spoke. Dana White jumped in. Oscar De La Hoya is furious. Everyone has chosen a side. But to understand this lawsuit, we need to go back to the moment the boxing world flipped upside down.
He never paid the sanction fees for that fight. His next fight was Canelo Alvarez. He fought for the WBC title as well as the other three organizations, and he won the WBC title and the undisputed. He became undisputed, and he did not pay the sanction fees for the fight.
December 3rd, Bangkok, Thailand. At the WBC convention, the unthinkable happens. The council strips Terence Bud Crawford of his world super middleweight title. Their reason, failure to pay sanctioning fees for the major fights. The Canelo bout and the Madrimov matchup. To the WBC, it was business. To Crawford, it was betrayal.
Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any other sanctioned bodies, huh?
Hours later, Crawford fired back with an 8-minute viral video. His words scorched the sport. You got the green belt, but that's not the real belt. The real belt is the ring belt, and it's free. You want me to pay more than everyone else? Keep the belt. It's just a trophy. This wasn't a rant. This was a revolution.
Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit, the fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker.
Crawford publicly rejected one of boxing's most powerful governing bodies, calling their belt worthless. Fans loved it. The WBC didn't. President Mauricio Suleiman quickly responded, saying Crawford broke the rules and left them no choice. He insisted the fees were small, claiming most of the money goes to the Jose Suleiman Boxers Fund, a charity for retired fighters.
And which is unfortunate. Most of that money was allotted. It was going to go to the Jose Suleiman Boxers Fund, which helps so many fighters around the world. But it's unfortunate that it will carry on this as a money matter, which is not.
Suleiman said, it's not 3% of huge fights. We adjust the fees. Out of $300,000, $225,000 goes to the fund. Only $75,000 covers our staff. He defended the WBC's integrity, saying every penny goes back to boxing. But his explanation made things worse. Lavish conventions, gala dinners, and unclear accounting made fighters wonder, where is the money really going? And that's when Crawford's biggest rival stepped into the fire.
It made sense, but I mean, I think he should have talked about it, you know, before, because now he's talking about it when he don't need the WBC anymore. And he should have talked about it, you know, way back when I said something, he should have spoke up and said something about it too. You know, so.
Errol Spence Jr. didn't defend the WBC. He questioned them. I mean, it makes sense. But Crawford should have talked about it back then. Now he's speaking when he doesn't need the WBC anymore. But Spence doubled down on the real issue, transparency. We need to know where the money's going. All we see is big conventions and awards, but no accounting. When your rival agrees with you, you know the system is cracking.
We definitely see, you know, there need to be some account of where's the money going, you know? Because, I mean, we don't know. Is it going to, because all we see is like them having, you know, big dinners at fights and big dinners fights and, you know, they have big, what's the things they be throwing? Big annual, conventions and things like that. So, I mean, it's a good, it should be accounting of where the money going, like Canelo's huge purse, and then you get 3% of that or whatever.
Crawford wasn't just fighting for himself anymore. He was exposing the sport. But while Spence stayed balanced, the next response came from someone who was never done balanced, Dana White.
If you look at how this thing's playing out, and first of all, let me say this. I love that all these guys, all these boxing guys love the Ali Act the way it is now. I want to see how many of them actually stay there and do that version of the Ali Act instead of the add-on that we're going to do.
The UFC president blasted the situation. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see what's going on, he said. The loudest ones are the problem. Dana made it clear Crawford acted on his own, but he also implied the boxing world is crumbling under its own hypocrisy.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to see what's going on with all these guys. They're all these guys that are crying the loudest are the fucking problems. They're the problem, every one of these guys. And, you know, Crawford, nobody told Crawford to say anything. Crawford's his own man doing his own thing, and that's how he feels. And, you know, all these promoters are saying the Ali Act is perfect and this is the way it should be. I want to see them all stay in it. I want every one of them to stay in the Ali Act as it is now for the next however many years.
He added, all these promoters who claim the Ali Act is perfect, let's see how long they stay when it stops helping them. They won't. Classic Dana. Blunt, brutal, and dead honest. With his support, Crawford's rebellion stopped looking like anger and started looking like a movement. So, what?
I'm pretty pissed off. Terence Crawford, he told the WBC to basically go f themselves yesterday and is refusing to pay sanctioning fees to them for his $50 million fight against Canelo. $50 million? Forget where he came from or how he got there? How do you think you rose to that level? Through the ranking system. You get positioned. Enemy and the ring belt is the only one that matters? I mean, seriously, Suleiman has to be rolling in his grave. Literally. I mean, it sounds like you're reading a script or something. Come on, you've been the ring mouthpiece and the chosen one since they came on board 2 years ago.
What do you think? Is Terence Crawford right to expose a system that's been draining fighters for decades? Or did he just burn the last bridge he had left in boxing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. For the best boxing updates, news, breakdowns, and moments, subscribe to Knockout Updates. Turn on notifications and check out our other videos. This fight is far from over.